number one, what is discipleship? It's the act of making disciples. Who is a disciple? To be a disciple of Christ is to become like Christ in everything. Ephesians 5 and verse 1, if you read from the Amplified Version, it says, therefore, become imitators of God, copy him, and follow his examples. A disciple is somebody who willingly submits himself in learning to become like the person he or she is learning. So that's why we say in Christianity, discipleship is making believers become like Christ. So we don't need to look for Christ, we look for a believer. And the presence of a believer depicts the presence of Christ. Because everything about you is now like Christ. What is the essence of discipleship? Number one, so that believers can be modeled after the pattern and nature of Christ. We should be examples of Christ in everything, both in words, in action, in communication, in deeds, in dealings. Everything we do here, we should model Christ. Number two is to replicate more disciples. Once you have been made a disciple, your responsibility is to disciple others until they become disciples themselves. If you are a true disciple, you must be a lover of Christ and a kingdom advocate. Number two, you must be malleable. You must have this teachable spirit. You see the Ethiopian Union, when he began to read that Bible, and Philip, or was Philip, that's Philip, ran to him and said, do you understand what you are reading? What was the response? He said, how can I, if there's nobody to instruct me, if there's nobody to teach me, if there's nobody to explain to me? Even in his position as chief of staff, he was willing to learn. You cannot be a disciple with a strong will. You can't be a true disciple with a hard heart. You can't be a true disciple with an unbendable position. Your view is always right. No other view is correct. You cannot be a true disciple of Christ. You're a disciple, your spirit must be flexible to receive instruction, correction, reproof, reprimand. We have to pray and beg and preach and pray and fast for you to forgive. You are far from heaven. You are not a disciple of Christ. Why do we need to teach forgiveness in church when we are believers? God is love. And everyone who does not love does not know God. And you cannot love and harbor unforgiveness in the same act. And you say you love. It is not true. It is not correct. Because light and darkness cannot mix together. One must give way to the other. So if you hate and you cannot forgive and you say you love, it's falsehood to the climax of anything you can think about. And number four, they are firmly rooted and grounded. They are committed and devoted. If you see a true disciple, you don't see him with one leg here and one leg there. No, you see them all in for whatever they believe in. You cannot be a CGI in the morning and in the afternoon you are an Aladura worshiper. It's not possible. If you are a true disciple, you are committed, you are devoted, you are all in, you believe in it, and you can even give your life for what you believe in. Nothing can take you away. Even offense cannot take you away from the church if you are a true disciple. And there's a very simple illustration. You have rashes on your skin, and you so hate the rashes on your skin. Nobody will have rashes on his or her skin and will be happy about it. Will you? Then because you are not happy with the rashes on your skin, you pick a knife and you slice off your skin. Can you do that? What will you do? You will go to the pharmacist, you will go to the doctor and get prescription to be able to treat it so you can get your skin back. When offenses come to you in church, heal it, look for the solution and cure the offense. If you are a disciple, you will not leave the church for another church. They are firmly rooted, they are grounded and committed in service. True disciples, they don't move anyhow. They don't follow anyhow. They are consistent in their place of service. Number five, true disciples don't seek their way. They seek the will of their master. For you to be a true disciple, number one, you must be saved. You must have repented. You must have been converted. You must have been transformed. You must have been renewed. You must have been reformatted. There's a change process that happen in your life. Otherwise, you cannot do it. Number two, you must follow me. Matthew 4 verse 19. Jesus called out to them to come, follow me, and be my disciple, and I will make you teachers of men. Number three, you must be willing to let go of everything. These things cannot be until your mind is renewed. Jesus talking to us, he said he is the vine and we are his branches. So the question will be, when you still see some kind of attitude, manifestation, ask yourself, what are you connected to? The thing that are manifesting in you that you are seeing, it's a function of what you are connected to. How many persons have looked at you and said, you look like a Christian? You deal like a Christian. You transact like a Christian. You behave like a Christian. You act like a Christian. How many persons have looked at you? Without you telling them I am a Christian. Therefore, a disciple is not simply an accumulator of information or one who merely changes moral behavior in conformity with the teachings of Jesus Christ, but one who seeks a fundamental shift towards the ethics of Jesus Christ in every way, including complete devotion to God. Not just coming to church, not just singing in the choir, not just preaching as a pastor, not just serving in any department. These things will not take you to heaven, will not make you a true disciple. What will truly make you a disciple is when you have given your heart and it has been transformed, it has been renewed, and you are now a new person. The question I will ask you this morning is, are you truly a disciple of Christ? Are you devoted? Are you committed? Are you willing to serve? Or are you here and you are there? What is your identity? Where do you belong? What have you subscribed? What do you practice? What do you emit? What do you demonstrate? What do you push out there? What do you make people see of you? Does it look like what Jesus would do? Are you an imitator of Christ? Do you emulate Christ? Do you strive to behave like Christ? Do you hunger to be like Christ? Do you work hard to resemble Christ? Do you follow after his teaching? Are you flexible? Are you teachable? Are you moldable? If you are not, there's an opportunity for you to come to that point where you surrender your will to Christ and let the will of God